Okay, welcome back to our Civilization 7 Friedrich livestream domination campaign. The last livestream we did end a little sooner than what we had planned, just because we're lagging a little bit in the game, but hopefully we fixed that issue for this livestream. We are going to continue our domination campaign. So last time we left off, we were raiding Ahsoka's capital with our Carracks and using the other Carrack to bombard his knights. Our town here is getting attacked by Ahsoka's knights, so we did need to get a few more units over in Man Nefer to defend. We did declare peace with Himiko, and that's really going to help us out in the long run for these wars against Augustus and Ahsoka. So we are getting some war happiness, or Augustus is getting some negative war wariness. We were able to take back our former town of Taxasila. Thankfully, so that was one that we originally took from Ahsoka, and then Himiko and Augustus took it from us. But we were able to take that back from Augustus with our level 11 commander right here. But for this live stream, we're probably going to push our troops up here to Sparta, and then we're going to attack it. We'll just go along this road into Sparta. I'm not sure if we're going to keep Sparta or not. And then while we're over here, we probably will attack this city-state, because I believe they're hostile. Never mind, actually, let's befriend. Doesn't look like anyone else is trying to befriend them, and we could probably use that culture. So we will befriend that city-state. They are hostile towards us now, but we do have a good bit of influence. But we will march our units over to Sparta, and then we'll attack there, and then we'll bring our units down to the rest of... we'll bring that high commander down to the rest of Augustus's towns and cities, while continuing the raid on Ahsoka. It looks like our Carrack is doing a really good job at sieging Ahsoka's capital here. So as soon as we clear out some of his knights, we should have somewhat easier time moving our units in to fully wipe Ahsoka from the map. So let's continue on. Choose some production. Let's grab a armorer in Wasset. And then we'll also grab an armorer up here. So thankfully now we're at peace with Himiko. We shouldn't have to really do too much in terms of units. Before we march the commander up, let's just heal everybody, and we'll move him along here and then him along there. We'll heal, we'll throw this man-at-arms in the commander. We'll keep this man-at-arms in the town for right now. I do want to replace that with a crossbowman eventually. How many crossbowmen do we have in here? 1, 2. So actually, let's move him up there to join in this commander, and then we'll put that crossbowman in Taxasila. Destroyed one of Ahsoka's knights. We will continue. We would get a decisive victory there. And I was kind of hoping that would have been enough with the focus fire to take it, but it's fine. We will just continue the siege here. We cannot attack anything still. And Makkah is ours. So we are at settlement limit, so we would not be able to take anything else. Maka is a coastal. We do have that navigable river here, so I think we will keep it. I mean, we're unable to raise it for whatever reason, so let's keep it. And we got some more city resources from that. So we got Jade, which is plus 15% gold. And then Cowlin. Which is plus 3 food. That camel is not going to come fast enough from Himiko. Okay, so we are going to continue to get raided here. Looks like 2 of our towns are getting... Okay, yep. Manefra is now also getting attacked. Corey Veja volcano has erupted over in Felice? Do a good bit of damage to that knight. Hopefully this crossbowman does do a bit of damage there as well. We probably are going to lose this man-at-arms. Let's back this man-at-arms up, just hopefully so we don't lose it. Ahsoka is surrounding us with his knights. He does have a whole lot of knights, so we are going to have to destroy before we move on with anything. We'll put that crossbowman in Taxila. We will put the man-at-arms in this commander. That commander can continue healing up before we march on towards Sparta. It's 1.5, so it's a good bit of specialists over there. Now, the only issue that we're going to run into here is that we are at settlement limit, so we cannot take any more of Caesar's towns, and we are raiding Ahsoka's capital here, so we do need to do something about the settlement limit. Wonder if we can increase it at all. Get this, we do need a bit more production here. We probably should have been more particular about keeping these towns, because now we have it inside, especially this one especially, now we have it inside our empire. I don't think we can raise it. But it should help us out in the next stage once we do increase our settlement limit. We do need some production over in Hastingas, so I don't think any of these squares are really going to give us what we need. Jose is just right in, out, and then Confucius right here. taking these little islands. These were not that good at islands whenever we did our exploration, so I'm not sure why they are taking them. But our army commander has a promotion, so let's promote them. We do have a couple of different types of units around this army commander. So let's see. It's a level 7. We got 2 points actually. So let's grab these last two in assault and then we can get that commendation. Don't need to worry too much about the crossbowmen because our infantry units can easily destroy that crossbowman. And then we will use our Chevalier to attack this Trebuchet and this crossbowman that's also making its way over. Let's throw this crossbowman in this level 6 commander. As well as we will upgrade that catapult to a Trebuchet, and we will also throw him in the commander and the Trebuchet in the commander as well, and then we will make our way over to Damask. I think that's how you pronounce that. We do need more culture, so let's build that in Wasset. Because I believe we're going to be able to unlock a higher settlement limit if we increase our culture. How that man-at-arms survived there, I really don't know.
The social pact ensures that men become equal by covenant and by right.
Okay, so we've got civics. Is there anything that would give us... Yeah, +1 settlement limit. Society 2 gives us another settlement limit, so let's do that. Throw this man-at-arms into this commander. We will fire on Augustus's commander, and then we take it out with the Chevalier right here. That commander did have a crossbowman inside it, so really helps us out there. Now with the defense of Mannefer. Another knight has been destroyed. Let's use this carrack to continue the attack of Ahsoka's capital, and then we will use our vast gold resources to buy another carrack. Do we have anything up here that we could... Yes, we have quite significant food output there in the grist mill, and then we'll grab a Forester's Lodge 211, 211, 211 everywhere. So let's grab the Forester's Lodge there. So we're just waiting on the healing of one unit. The kiln would destroy this farm, so we are going to have to replace that farm. We'll throw it on that river. We finally get these camels. Let's go. Which means we can throw that bonus in there, put the camel in. +3 food, +3 production. But then I believe that's just culture +10. Put that in our capital. Wait. That said +10%. Yeah, +10% culture. I thought it said +10. And then this man-at-arms. Let's heal him. So we're doing relatively okay with defending our towns and cities. We will also have another trader that's making its way over to Confucius. Thankfully, it didn't die, so we do have wild game +3 food in cities, +6 food in towns. So we're looking for our lowest town. Maca is going to be our lowest. So we have... welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you joining. We are playing Civilization 7 here. This is our Friedrich campaign, and we got another city resource that we only have one blank spot for, so we're going to throw it in there. So between turns, we're actually doing a whole lot better. Now we have peace with Himiko and those good trade relations that we're starting with Himiko. It's really helping out. We can grow the town of Beckham. We do need to work on production. Himiko's cog is just chilling over here. So 2024, we need food. Or one over here. Does have a threat of that volcano, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So I could be able to hit. Oh, I can't hit. Gonna hit from there? No. Let's actually upgrade all of the units in the army commander. We've hit the crossbowman with the trebuchet, and then we'll finish him off with the chevalier. Now, in terms of our defense of men, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you joining the live stream. We're playing Civilization 7. This is our domination campaign. Major defeat. I don't think that's... Oh, we can back it up or upgrade it to a higher strength chevalier. So let's back him up, and then we will upgrade it. We can also upgrade our man-at-arms. Aha, we can hit that knight as well. Turns out having the Carrack in this little bit of land, or this little bit of water, should I say, was a better idea than I initially thought. We will continue the raid of Ahsoka's capital, slowly chipping away at his capital right there. Go away, crossbowman. While everybody's healing, we will upgrade everyone to the higher class of the unit. Who do we even have that is up and available? And we completed our kiln. So let's get another merchant, increase our trade relations a little more. And heal up that army commander. Have an oh no, Machiavelli made peace with Ahsoka. Thought that was an incoming peace deal for a second. Lassen Peak has erupted for about the 10th time in this short playthrough. Frustrating. Thankfully, we have the gold for repairs of everything. We will sink that unit. We will use our ship right here. And our knight. Oh, and our crossbowman, should I say. Hopefully to destroy that knight or get it relatively close to being destroyed. We'll get the upgrade on that Chevalier to boost its strength. We will continue chipping away at Ahsoka's capital. And another 3 treasure convoy points. So we're doing pretty good in terms of our treasure convoys. Darkening skies, where customs and authority once fastened settlements together. Now religious tensions tear them apart as private beliefs become public politics. The reins of power snap, and no force, sacred or secular, can halt the discord that runs rampant. The world rages, and as angry hands reach for weapons, people seek support from abroad, finding community in shared beliefs rather than shared customs. So we will continue the crisis in the exploration age once we have finished our unit maintenance. This looks like it's pretty much good to go towards Sparta, so let's move him up there. So we do have some more advanced military units, but I do want to get some more merchants so we can increase our trade relations with everybody across the board and get some more resources into our empire. So we got bonus resource +1 production. So this can go anywhere, does not have to go into cities. The Stingase looks like it's going to be our lowest, so we'll throw it there. Now we will continue our crisis. So schism, negative 50% influence towards convert settlement espionage actions, and -4 happiness in homeland settlements. That's going to be a killer with -24. Or jizya, +4 golden settlements not following your religion, -4 happiness in distant land settlements. So that's going to be the best in terms of the best of the one with the least penalties. If I could actually talk, would be nice. Now let's continue our defense up here. We probably do need to get a military unit if we can. Let's grab a pikeman. And then this trebuchet. Let's back him up to upgrade, and then we'll also upgrade this one. So we only have the 2 units inside that commander, so we're probably not going to... No, now we have 3, but we're probably still not enough to move on Damask. I think if Augustus wants peace, I think that'd probably be the best option. As we lose a crossbowman. Who do we have in here? We have a pikeman. Believe there's, yeah, major victory there. Strong against cavalry units. Major defeat if we do that. But we'll do it anyways. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We are playing Civilization 7 Friedrich Domination campaign. I really appreciate you joining the live stream here. We are moving our commander up towards Sparta. We have 2 more turns until we can unlock that civic that increases our settlement limit. And in Mennefer, let's grab another. Let's grab a Chevalier again, and then we'll use him to clear up some of these knights. Let's build up to production, so we will pick that, and then really wants us to convert our towns and cities to our religion, so we can do, let's do that next. We'll send him over to Jose and get some resources. So close to fully destroying Ahsoka's capital. Wow, Hasigas is doing really good in terms of food, so we do need to get more production. Let's grab that ocean tile for 3. I don't understand why. Like, why that is a thing that the AI does. It just randomly makes 1 square towns. Oh, I didn't know we had this resource up here in Taxila, so we'll grab it. And we got our first missionary. Which means we can convert or start the conversion of our settlements to our own religion. We will throw the pikeman and this level 7 commander, and then we'll to stop his movement so we can heal up a little bit. We do have a space for this, but it's not not going to be the best in terms of overall output. So let's actually get some medieval walls here. My thinking is that this is going to be, if we do end up going to war with Himiko, then we probably do need to get walls on here. Let's get some medieval walls on Taxila as well, just to aid in its defense. Okay, actually, let's throw you and then you back in the commander. And then we're gonna have to move the commander around this way. Just because we're not gonna be able to get in with anything over there. Would Himiko improve trade relations with us? Let's find out. She will. Nice. Which means we can get that one going to Kusa. And then our level 6 army commander can make its way down to Damask. I think that's how you pronounce that. Maybe. Another civilization settled a town nearby. Where have they settled? I got a tornado that is
ensures that men become equal by covenant.
right here in Ujadalini. Does that doesn't like it really did anything. Great work, diplomatic action. Who has settled? Alright, he just settled his town up here right by our city-state. And another of his knights has been destroyed, and it looks like we may even destroy the city here. District defenses have been fully destroyed. So let's move that carrick down and over. Hopefully we can capture that city, so we choose our civic next. Colonialism 2 would increase settlement limit again, so let's do that. Guess we'll grab another missionary here. Think he may be out of range for... Yeah, Machiavelli is out of range. Himiko is in range. I believe we have settlers going over there. But we can always increase our settlement, our trade limit with her again if necessary. Let's grab a crossbowman and we'll put the second crossbowman inside the district. So now everybody is in this commander. Let's move this commander over to this side. But before we do that, let's do a focus fire here. We'll move that army commander back over there. So this army commander is now down here in Damask. We will deploy our units. I don't know if I can raise the city or not. So why would I go to peace and then give you back? Latin Peak is really getting on my nerves. It's just wasting my gold. So now I have to purchase this fishing wharf. AI is so odd sometimes. I just, like, why would I ever accept a peace deal just to give you back a town? Probably need a fleet commander over here. I'm thinking about it. Just because they've been raiding Ahsoka's capital now for a little bit, and they're like the fleet commander could be getting that experience. Okay, so we have some town growth on Maka. We really need production. We will deploy everyone over here on Damask. Really shouldn't be too difficult of a town to capture. No, we'll probably capture it next turn. Now war is really leveling itself out. We can prioritize food, levies, plus 25% gold, minus 1 gold maintenance for units. So that gives us plus 23 gold, or plus 10 gold, 10 happiness. I think that's 23 gold is probably going to be the best. We can replace that navigable rivers one with the trade winds. And we will confirm those. Really no suitable tiles up here in Wasset for that wonder, so let's build some more walls. We have another bonus resource plus 3 food, 3 production. So 30 food, 22 over in this that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that we took from Ahsoka. This army commander that's leading their raid on Sparta has some... actually has 2 points, so let's spend those 2 on the salt line. And Trebuchet cannot hit anything here. Don't think it'll be able to hit from up there, but let's move it if we can. We cannot. Never mind, let's just throw it back in the commander. We're not going to really need it anyway. This trebuchet I don't want out in the open, so we're going to throw that back in the commander and we'll heal everybody up. We got our capital city of Wasat in the Buddhism majority, so we get plus 12 gold for that. Converting our own settlement to our religion for the first time. And then we get 3 more treasure fleet points from our treasure fleet. We are going to lose our Chevalier, but we should be able to take his knight next turn with our Carrick. Ten turns until the end of the exploration age. I'm hoping we can defeat Ahsoka in those 10 turns. So we were correct. We do destroy that knight, and we should be able to destroy that knight. With our crossbowmen, we cannot. I don't know how in the world we can't hit that, but let's actually move this crossbowman up. And we will also didn't really want it to go in the ocean. We'll move that Chevalier up there as well. And we got another narrative choice to continue the crisis. Fires of heaven have become fires on earth. Religious beliefs clash at home and abroad. Missionaries spread their word by mouth, and soldiers by sword and musket. Civilizations crack and bleed as settlements exchange old banners for new in the name of the divine. In the midst of conflicts, communities grow ever closer, clinging to one another as the storm peaks overhead. So we'll continue the crisis. Vecam does need more production. I feel like it always needs production. But we'll grab that. That does allow us to get the fish. The next turn, we can move our pikemen up. It's going to take him 7 turns to get over there. We'll get a Chevalier over here, and that's at least a little closer. And we will purchase another Chevalier up here as well to move over along the road up here. So we do need to add 2 crisis. We got that one. When you convert a settlement you own, gain a migrant and damage 3 buildings in that settlement. So this, that is what it is on those 2. We can deploy the crossbowman. I don't think that crossbowman's going to be... Oh, I can hit stuff. Nice. We will do a focus fire on the city district. Let's heal up that pikeman, and then this pikeman we will move over there. So we got another treasure convoy. We can move him over. Do a focus fire here on Damask. This should bring it down. Don't want that dump of a town. But we do have a promotion on that army commander. We get another 2 points, so let's finish off this assault line, and then we'll probably move into the logistics line next. Nine turns until the age ends. District defenses have been destroyed in Ahsoka's capital. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get over there fast enough. Does have a lot of knights that I'm sure he's gonna just keep throwing in the district just so we're not able to take it. Grow the town again. So once again, we do need production, which is probably going to be the theme of this town. Can we get that little? Yes, we can. So that does give us a little bit more production than what we would have had. I know we had a scout over there that was hurt. Let's get a research initiative in Wesset since we can't really build anything. I don't know if there's really any point on building any military resources at the end of the age. Our fleet commander has just got himself a point from rocking up and attacking land units and attacking fortified districts. Let's do another focus fire on the city district of Sparta. So we captured that district, just one district left. How are we? Okay, we are pretty close to being friends with that city-state. Let's befriend this independent as well. Anyone else befriending? Doesn't look like they are, but that gives us more culture. Not really much anything going on there, so let's sleep up that unit. Then we will add everyone back into this level 7 commander, and then while we're in friendly territory, let's heal him up. He wants Maka back, but he's not gonna give me anything.
Colonialism, the real use.
And we unlocked gunpowder 8 turns until the turn ends. Or until the age ends, excuse me. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We are playing Civilization 7. This is our Friedrich Domination campaign. We're about at the end of the exploration age. Emissaries have presented us with a generous gift. So we should hopefully be able to capture Sparta in this turn. That will be a major defeat. So let's not do that. Let's heal up that, and we'll move this pikeman in to attack from that angle. Man Nefer, 45, 41. Man Nefer is doing really well in terms of growth. Another +5 production. I don't think we're going to be able to do much of anything with that Carrick. We probably could have used it to attack the ship right there. But let's continue the raid of Ahsoka's capital. Chevalier making its way over, and then we got another Chevalier making its way up there. I thought we had a pikeman. Yeah, we do have a pikeman making its way over. We may have to make its way over on land instead. Let's grab education 2. How far are we behind everyone? Still quite significantly behind in terms of science, so that is something we need to work on in the next stage. Let's get bureaucracy. We used that Chevalier to get a bit more vision. If we do a focus fire, we may lose one, but let's hope we don't lose both. Let's go. Sparta has been captured. Hunters have chased the white elephant for years. Finally, they trap it in a clearing. Harnessed, it is returned to the Norman court. A sign, the prophets say, of a great new order to come. Have 4 temples. So we do have elephant up here, but other than that, I don't really think that there's anything that we need, and we do want Ahsoka's capital in our empire, so let's raise Sparta. It's gonna annoy a lot of people, but such is life. We will take that to Kusa. That will increase our diplomatic relationship with Himiko even further. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you joining the live stream here. We're playing Civilization 7. You have a bonus +3 production. So let's put this in the town with the least production. 30, 25, 26. So throw that in there. And then the city resource +20% production towards building units. Let's put that in Ujjalini. We did just unlock gunpowder, which means we can upgrade our crossbowmen to, I want to say it's like arquebuser or something like that, but I could just be completely butchering that. We don't have any crossbowmen over on this war front, but we do have one in this level 7 commander. So another bonus resource +3 production. So we could throw it in Felice. I really don't know why Ahsoka has moved his ship over here, because I'm just going to bombard it with my crossbowmen. Probably going to sink it. Seven turns until the age ends. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So I can't really hit anything up there. Our Chevalier has made land up here in Ahsoka's capital, so we should, fingers crossed, get that defeated. We do have a milestone in our treasure fleet. Legacy path. We should capture Ahsoka's capital by the end of the age, is what I'm thinking. We will throw everybody back in this commander. Let's upgrade everybody as well before healing everybody up. Did we lose a commander, or did I always have this trebuchet out? Now, we are at settlement limit here, so we are going to get a unhappiness penalty whenever we do capture Ahsoka's capital. $36.29. So let's grab this one that's right by the volcano. May end up regretting that, but it does give us some extra science output that we needed. Oh, we can upgrade this to a galleon now. So let's cancel that. And then let's put it into that friendly territory, which is closer. So Taxila still needs production. I feel like this oldest city ever, or this town ever needs is production. So only a couple more turns until we convert that city-state. I don't know if we're going to be able to convert it before the end of the age. This Chevalier can continue its march. Yeah, we could finally get merchants over to Machiavelli, so let's do that. We don't have any trade routes with Machiavelli at the minute. This argument, so let's move him on over. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. This is our Civilization 7 Friedrich Domination campaign. We have almost captured Ahsoka's capital city. It's his very last settlement. Confucius has declared war on Jose. I wonder if this can hit that knight right there.
The best investment for 1 year is to
6 turns until the end of the age, and it cannot hit that knight. But what can hit this knight is this Arquebusa Bam Bam. We got a minor defeat there, major victory. District defenses have been destroyed again, so which means we can use this one to weaken this knight a little more. We will have a stalemate there, but it's probably worth it. We will get metal casting as well. So we got a bombard, which is our first tier 3 exploration siege unit, high bombard strength. So let's grab the Arquebusa. This will really help with our siege of Augustus. You are heading over there, and I don't know where you're heading. That's him over here. Let's get a research initiative here because there isn't really much else that's going to be worth doing at this point. I don't know if upgrading it to a galleon is really going to be worth it either. But our fleet commander has some more command points. Got another command point. Let's get that second on bombard against land units. And then we can upgrade our Carrack to a galleon. We got another treasure convoy fleet. So let's move that over. And we will put our crossbowmen safely in our town of Felice. Looks like we should be able to capture Kapua here. That is going to put us over settlement limit, so we will have a happiness penalty once we do end up capturing it. I don't know if this is even going to do anything. But district defenses have been destroyed on Kapua, so it's going to be next turn that we are able to capture it. Our army commander has another command point, so let's start on logistics. And this pikeman can move its way over there. So I do lose a bit of vision from losing 2 units. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. We are playing Civilization 7. This is our domination campaign. We've been trying to grind down Ahsoka's capital here for a little bit now. But we can upgrade our character a galleon, and that should help out some. Let's use our arquebusier here to destroy that knight. No, he's got another knight right there. Carrack destroys that knight. We're slowly grinding away at Ahsoka's knights. I don't know why he has so many. We'll move that Carrack over. This Carrack can attack this knight up here. So the district is fully destroyed here on Ahsoka's capital. It's just there are just so many knights everywhere. It's making it a little harder to capture than it probably should be. I really hope we can capture it before the end of the stream. I'm probably going to end the stream here and at the end of the age before we start the modern age. We do only have a couple of turns left in the exploration age, but we are now friends with that city-state. And our science output is still absolutely terrible, so let's focus on science over here. But I'm really hoping we can capture Ahsoka's capital. Ally is at war. Machiavelli is at war with Confucius. I don't want to go to war with Confucius, to be honest with you. Although I'm thinking if I go to war... No, let's just stay neutral. I don't care about you, Machiavelli. I don't really know why Machiavelli is at war with Confucius, because Confucius is on the other side of the map. Machiavelli's just being a fool. Let's actually keep one Arquebusa in here and Wasset, and then this one can go over there to that level 8 commander, and this pikeman can also go to that level 8 commander. We'll get a major victory there. But that probably would mean losing the Chevalier. So let's not do that. We'll just hit Capua with the Trebuchet. Wonder if it's worth moving him over. Let's yellow it. So some more resources. We unlocked the Mughal Empire. We got some fish resources. So let's throw one in Taxila. And the other one, we only got two possible spots, 72, 61. So let's throw in Ujulani. Then you stay in the capital. If I take this town with just Chevalier, that'd be terrible. Not obviously not for me. It'd be terrible for Augustus. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We're playing Civilization 7, so Friedrich Domination campaign. We're almost at the end of the exploration age, and I'm really hoping we can take Ahsoka's capital before the end of the age. Last End Peak has erupted again for... I think this is now the 5th time just this live stream that that stupid volcano's erupted. And I've had to repair this fishing wharf every time. So let's repair it. And who did we lose? We lost a crossbowman. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to capture this like we really wanted to before the end of the age. It's going to take him a little bit to get over there. Let's move him, and it's going to take him 2 turns. I kind of forgot how long until the end of the age is. Already, I evidently have the memory of a fish. Stingus needs more production. We did just unlock this tile down here, so that is going to help with our production a little bit. I really don't know why the AI does this. They just have like random one island towns and cities. Caesarean bonus. So we're a Caesarean of this culture. Let's grab this plus 43. We got a missionary. Yeah, but let's do a research initiative because we are still quite far behind in terms of research. See Himiko there on 390, Confucius on 639 science. So Buddhism, rural. I guess we cannot build a missionary. I don't think we had a temple in there. That's probably why we could not build the missionary. Resource assignments from, I guess, from that city state. We got the fish, which is a bonus resource, gives us food. Let's throw that there. And we got 2 spots. This one's for happiness. We don't really need it. Culture, we do need, though. So let's throw that. That boosts it up to 36 culture. So upgrade that to a galleon for no reason at all because it cannot go anywhere. Well, I would say give me open borders. Let's find out. He will? Then who is this Confucius we also need open borders with? Now we can set this scout to auto explore. This should capture Kapua, I believe. Yep, it does indeed. Now we're not going to keep Kapua unless it forces us to. It does not, thankfully. But that gives us a couple of resources. That's crazy. We've almost defeated this town with just the Chevalier.
A bureaucracy always tends to become a pedantocracy.
Hey, all, thank you for joining. We are playing our Civilization 7 campaign. I had to rush off. Someone was at my front door. But we are back, and we have almost taken this town with just the Chevalier, which is crazy. We are going to back up this army commander, though, because it's probably getting attacked by that galleon. And we have taken it with just the Chevalier. We're not keeping it, though. Long story short, I don't know if y'all were aware we are not keeping that. Faircamp has a crossbowman, so let's upgrade him to an arqueb. I don't know how you say that. Arquebusa is what I've been saying. It's probably wrong. I said it earlier in the stream, and then someone instantly left, so I'm probably absolutely butchering the name of it. So I have +3 combat strength for range and siege unit. Sounds good. Theology, we don't really care for missionaries. That does increase our settlement limit, so let's do that. We have some social policies available. We do have some mods on that shows us our total output from these social policies. Constitution is going to give us our best output. We don't have any space for those resources, so let's... District defenses have been destroyed. We'll move this guy over here. Get him on land so he will really be able to help out with the siege. I think there's only a couple more turns left of this age, so we may not be able to manage our goal of capturing Ahsoka's capital before the age ends. My army commander was attacked, but we knew he was going to be attacked. Our fleet commander has more promotions available, so we got another promotion point. We will continue down the bombard line, plus range attack distance. This galleon is not going to be able to do anything in that little section. We have another pikeman. Upgrade our trebuchet to a bombard. And 3 more treasure fleet points. How long until the age ends? Two turns left until the end of the age. So we are going to end the stream at the end of the age. Hopefully we can capture Ahsoka's capital before then. Wipe Ahsoka off the map. Destroy that unit. Let's see what production we have. So we complete our temple. I think we can produce some missionary units. Gives us +2 combat strength, so let's do that. Okay, so we captured one district. We just need to capture the other district now. We will just sacrifice our Chevalier to weaken that knight. As soon as that second district is captured, I believe we have defeated Ahsoka. It's just whether we can kill that knight and capture that district before the end of the age. Do a focus fire on him. The oh wait, I probably didn't mean to do that. Hopefully he can't take it back. Let's hope. We have our merchant over there to Athenai that does get us some more resources that we cannot assign just yet. Enemy has taken control of a district in VII. I think that was the one that we just moved our unit out of by accident. It was. There's rocked up in there with a galleon.
From the new land of gold.
So one turn until the age ends. We would get a major victory there, but let's heal up. Oh, Ahsoka has founded another settlement. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to capture this capital by the end of the age, unfortunately. Was our goal, but yeah, it's just not looking likely at this point. Let's give us the +9 culture. Let's grab a merchant ready for the next stage here. Let's also grab a merchant ready for the next stage there as well. So we got Buddhism majority, but that does destroy a couple of our things. But it gives us a migrant. Our fleet commander's got one more point, so let's grab that one, and we'll finish off the guard line. So our level 12 army commander has finished healing, so let's move him over towards Ahsoka. It will take the age transition to fully wipe Ahsoka from the map, but unfortunately that's probably we're gonna have to do minor victory. So we got minor victory there. We just don't have any other backup units to aid in taking it. If we had one more unit over there, we probably could have took it. Probably need an army commander up on this side of the map, so let's grab one. Bombard cannot hit anything from where they're at now, but this bombard can hit this arquebusas. That pikeman cannot beat it. Let's do a focus fire on that. That should hopefully kill it. Oh, it doesn't kill it. But this is going to be the age transition into the modern age. So unfortunately, we were not able to capture Ahsoka's capital. That -1 war wariness was probably a small part of the reason why we couldn't capture it in time, as we lose our pikemen. But that's not really the full thing that is going to be to blame. We just couldn't take it. Ahsoka wants peace with me. Ahsoka's not getting peace with me. Final turn of the age right here. Bombard that. The dark clouds dissipate and light illuminates the world once more. It shines on a changed landscape of new allegiances, of realignment, both spiritual and political. The old religious rivalries have quieted as nations establish fresh authority and leave their neighbors to their own affairs. So that's the end of the crisis. As that opens up a little more territory. I did actually want to heal up, but we don't have a heal on that commander. Hello and welcome. We're about to transition to the modern age. We have one more turn left of this exploration age, and then we will do an age transition to the modern age. I want you, Mr. Pikeman, and this commander. And this commander can make its way over. We're just not going to be able to capture Ahsoka's territory here. why we wanted to. I really wanted to wipe him out in this age, in the age of exploration, but we're just not gonna have the time or the resources to do it. Yay, we take Ahsoka's capital though. Thankfully we were able to take Ahsoka's capital at the end of the exploration age, and we were able to take it. We do have to keep the settlement, so we are over settlement limit by 1, but we are currently raising some of Augustus's settlements. We got a leader attribute for economic. Our fleet commander has a command point, so that just is going to finish off the bombard commendation line. And then capturing Ahsoka's capital does free up a lot of resources. Just throw that in Wasset. And then these bonus ones are all going in here. Okay, that's a... Why is it a town? Does it... I guess it must downgrade it to a town while you're taking it. Send the merchant over. And we can take this town or this district from Augustus again. We are raising this. We're not keeping it. We did want to raise it before, but we accidentally moved our unit out of the district and Augustus just retook it. Let's move our commander in there. I don't think we have any space for any other resources. Nope, we do not. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We are about at the end of the age here for the Age of Exploration. We did just successfully take Ahsoka's capital that we've been working on sieging. It looks like he's probably going to take it. He took a district back. But thankfully his capital has 2 districts, so we should be able to kill that knight from that town center district, and then we will move our naval forces onto that little town that Ahsoka has left, and we will wipe that out in the next age. I'm not sure why my... So I play this on a Mac Mini, and for my regular campaign, my Benjamin Franklin campaign, it runs so smoothly. It must be something with the stream. But here we are. The exploration age comes to an end. So we got economic attribute point. Well, we got 2 economic attribute points there. Our age rankings aren't going to be that good. Non-sufficient orbis, we got 3. We didn't get anything in enlightenment. But let's transition to the modern age. So we have a couple of empires to choose from. So these ones are locked, so we cannot choose any of those. We have America, French Empire, Mughal, Prussia, and Sharm. We are going to go with the French Empire. The French Empire gets me the Garde Imperiale, unique infantry unit, can make a ranged attack +2 combat strength when adjacent to a friendly army commander, but it is more expensive to train. Jacobin, Avenue, Gardin, a la Francais, and a Salon. So let's choose the French Empire in the modern age. We are, as soon as this...
Of revolution catches and France is born. Standing in defiance of the right of kings, the French people choose a future governed by science and learning, provided that the old ways pass first through the guillotine. Bring the revolution's promise of a more just world, or resurrect the specters of autocracy.
So, as she has finished her narration, we are going to end the stream here as soon as we loaded up our French Empire in the modern age. I really do appreciate everyone who tuned in live to this stream, and it's going to go up as a video after we were somewhat successful in this episode of the live stream. We were able to capture Ahsoka's capital, continue our war with Augustus. We are in a whole lot better spot. We are significantly behind on science, so only making 129 science per turn. That does put us... so we've got Machiavelli there, Ahsoka that we're gonna defeat, so let's ignore him, and Jose. So we're third from last, so we are gonna need to boost up our science output, but that's all gonna be part of the next live stream. I genuinely do appreciate everyone who tuned into this one. This has been Scott Venom. I'll see y'all in the next live stream.